What is a hangover? How do we get them? How do we prevent them? And how do we cure them? We'll answer all this in today's video. Welcome to the V is for Vino Nerd Lab. We take complicated wine topics and make them simple. Today, we're talking about hangovers.
Hangovers.
Not so loud, man. We've all been there. We barter for a bit of fun one day just to pay for it the next. I'm talking about Visalgia, which is the scientific name for a hangover. Ever since man invented fermented beverages, they've been cursed with hangovers, or blessed, depending on your perception. After all, if it weren't for hangovers, what would stop us from drinking all day long? The weird thing about hangovers is that despite the troubles they've provided human beings with over the millennia, we know surprisingly little about why they happen or how to cure them. Sure, we've achieved engineering feats, such as seedless watermelons, but no surefire way for me to painlessly enjoy a day of wine tasting followed by a night of tequila shots. Thanks for nothing, science. Kidding aside, let's start with the why. Most scientists recognize that hangovers occur due to a mix of the following factors. Dehydration, the increase of acid in your stomach, electrolyte imbalance, your immune system thinking it's being poisoned, low blood sugar, blood vasodilation, alcohol withdrawal when you're done drinking, and finally, not being able to sleep well and recover. Since research shows that it's a mix of these factors at play, it kind of makes sense that we can't really pinpoint a solution yet. Are certain types of alcohol worse for your hangovers? For the most part, not really. Studies show that beer, wine, and liquor all have about the same hangover severity because at the end of the day, it's the alcohol that matters. But there are a few exceptions. Darker alcohols like brown spirits and dark tannic red wines tend to have more congeners. Congeners contain chemicals other than the alcohol itself, which studies show can make your hangovers worse. Carbon dioxide, like in sparkling wines, and bubbly mixers can also make your hangovers worse, since CO2 helps alcohol enter the bloodstream quicker. Then you have your sugary drinks and mixers, which don't necessarily have any effect on the hangover itself, but does make it a lot easier to consume more drinks in a shorter amount of time. Plus, you wouldn't normally eat 3 slices of cake in one sitting because you know you'd feel bad the next day, but you probably wouldn't hesitate at having 3 drinks with the same amount of sugar. Does mixing beer, wine, and liquor make hangovers worse? No, but your friend in college who swore by liquor before beer, you're in the clear, is probably right. Order matters. The more alcohol you drink, the harder it is for your body to process said alcohol. So start with higher alcohol drinks while your liver can process it a little better, and then give your liver a break with beer or wine towards the end of the night. Are there any surefire remedies? Well, there's certainly no lack of options. Sports drinks, vitamins, electrolytes, exercise, spicy food, greasy food, soupy food, tea, coffee, painkillers, and of course, more booze. Hair of the dog, anybody? Some crazy theories include rubbing lemons under your armpits in Puerto Rico, drinking pickle brine in Poland, and drinking a tea made from green tree ants in Australia. And by all means, if you found a hangover remedy that works, go for it. Because the reality is that there is no proven hangover cure that's been effective besides time, rest, and perhaps replenishing fluids and sodium levels. So our biggest scientific conclusion today, moderation is key. Hangovers don't have to be proof that you had a good time. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this Nerd Lab on hangovers, and as always, keep geeking out.